Venus line centers. Your commander set up a new command center through Venus, a trusted line system to communications to a new computer line. The activation lights and the activation circle location is coming to new channel defense position locations. High line centers to its Earth load center is high position to light interference of channels. So basically, everything in the inner line system of calculation, heart cycles, and everything the reactor, everybody's going to channel in, which means that your body graphs and your communication cycles are now going to be in your digital framings perception. So it's very powerful. You come into the mind system, the subsequent line centers to the brainwave and patterns. It's incredible force how we come into these positions of time location. As you know, my voice has changed right now because I'm in Venus. Venus is a low grid line system, but extremely high position to an atom rotation line center. It's got 3 moon surface positions. Okay, it's got 13,000 track line centers in position location. Its perception is extremely high rise. Okay, so it kind of looks like Saturn, but in 4 waving cycle line centers into E field location positions. We're going to travel to the command centers of Venus. Okay, so the compilation line center is all set up through positions. I set up an illustration diagram program for everybody. Nobody's ever been to Venus. So each planet line center is in a communication. So the Earth line is coming into new graph position of time location. Humanity is going into the inner line system of the perceptions and what they see through the digital line connections. So this is what's happening now with everybody. All right, so your mind and your thoughts are going faster in time. The position line center is coming into center line connection. The heart reactor is going in positions to all planet location center line systems. Now I have a new graph of a map location that's set up to Venus, its command center positions. I went into teleportation light communications. So it's all about understanding planets on each level system has its own command center. Each planet has its own teleportation light interference, which goes into its own program system, to its computer line system. So I have a new computer position connections. It tracks its line systems, okay, on 16 thousandths per second, 16 thousandths per second. The 12 line system to 12,000 line system times 1 is 120 million, okay? 120 million track line centers acceleration, mocking its connections to computer line systems. It's extremely complicated when you understand these things of travel. But the travel recognition time positions humanities in a fast clock system and calculation modifications. Okay, if you look at my subscribers on my YouTube channel, Space Time Creator, you will notice this. It's very powerful. I took a picture of it. I'm showing you exactly what it is to calculation. Everything through channel line system is connected to you program positions. Okay, so that's my YouTube channel. What number is that? What number is that? 888. 8 line signals, 8 activations, 8 location line systems. Okay, is extremely teleportation line communication of communication line centers to all division locations of 3 sector line connections to the sun. 888. All right. So this is understanding that we're all calculated and modified through digital framing. So humanity's kind of come into more clocking of the digital lines. Okay, your barometers are in check. Now you come into a barometer. Now the barometer is connected to the barometers. The barometer is connected to its measures, like it's like a ruler, where it has basically centimeters, millimeters, millimeter of a second line connection interference channel. It's all like any position 2 line connections, right? So Venus is set up in a high position line system to each planet location. Remember how I traveled to compilation line centers in one position? Well, it's all about understanding where you get all connections in that rotation. So each planet is in the center core of an atom. Okay, the centralized system has its connections to the sun and the moon. So each planet has its own sun and it has its own moon. Now it tracks its line system when it comes into father planets, brother planets, sister planets. It's all activated through line connections. Okay, so we're going to high force positions to the command centers of Venus. Right, it's rendezvous connection line center. Codes are already set up to positions. You guys are already in your chart line centers. So what's going to happen is I draw an illustration to show you exactly, okay? So before we get started, thank all subscribers and viewers and watch my channel. I also did a very powerful TikTok this morning talking about the Earth and what it is through perception. You can't see the Earth outside. You got to see it inside. So the Earth goes in its track lines. Now, this is how it works. Okay, so everybody pay attention to this. Very important. The Earth is everything to you because you're living on it, right? The more you understand what the Earth is, the more you understand it's inside you. Same with the moon and same with the sun. So it's everything through perception. Let me say that again. It's everything through perception of shape. The Earth is what you want it to make. All right? That's the Earth. Okay? Now you have to understand the filaments. Now the filament is this crust line system. That's a dome. All right? So understanding what it is inside. Earth is created inside. It's not created outside, guys. Thought positions and pattern locations or anything that could chakra communication is all inside your position of time location. So when you're channeling in, what are you seeing? You're seeing the Earth in your perception. My Earth is different from your Earth. You understand? That's the magic. You understand? So if you're at my level, you would see the Earth at my level. Same with Isabel. Same with Tina. Same with anything through Dina. Same with Jill. Okay. Same with Samantha. You always see something different in positions of time, location, of space, because everybody is in the same alignment of the 8 central line system. I'm just showing you how powerful it is when you go to my channel where it says 888 on time position. Okay. Now that's the communications to Venus. Right. So it's all about understanding what you're doing inside your positions to all digital line centers. You want to communicate with planets, you have to get connections to Vega. Okay. Vega is all connections to the birth line system of numbers. Tracks its system to 369 platforms. Okay. Metatron, Mesokick, and all connections to Heniel are the ones that created everything through shape, position, locations of the matrix line centers. Okay. And point systems and positions. Okay. The Inakis and everything connections to the equinox created everything through the tree positions. You guys have to be informed with this because it's very important to understand these things because your history and ancestries are going to come to your reality, position, locations. So everybody's going to be channeling in. You're going to see everything within now. And that's how everything's operated. Because everything that you see through perception, okay, is just an illusion. Right? So your filter lines and your eye interference positions are coming more into your compilations of what you see through the sector line connection interference channels. So everybody's in a lacing line of information. Okay. So the inner line system is its connection to Venus, is its connection digital line system to Vega. Okay. And everything through Jupiter, the surfacing engine. Right. What is everything through position line connections? You are the creation to its reality. My reality, my space, my time, my activation, my lights, my color is different from yours. But we're all masters of inside position. You can't see anything outside. Everything inside is you. That's how you see everything to its connection. So the Earth is a different shape in your position of space and time, but you're on the same navigation light connections of the Earth line position, which is really powerful, right? Because the Earth is created inside you, not outside. Okay. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more understanding how it works with the DNA and the pathogen line centers and how it's connected to all positions of its filament. Okay. So it's incredible force when you come into ethers. What is an ether? Right. Well, it's an energy field. Okay. Remember I was telling you about the atmospheres, hemispheres, atmosphere, and biosphere. Each atmosphere has a different filament. Okay. Now that's a filter. Everything is a plasma interference. Everything has a web graph line system. Okay. Everything has to be protected on each atmosphere of time, position, of space. So you guys are coming into higher levels of channels. You come into higher levels of perception. Okay. You're coming into higher levels of coloration and lights. You're coming into more your liquid light formation of travel. That's very powerful, isn't it? So when you go to higher levels, what are you seeing? You're seeing things that you want to see through your perception. So you're imaging what the Earth is and your shape, right? Because it's in your space and time, but you're connected to everybody else on the same line signal, which is this third level system to the connections of the Earth line system. Everybody's on the same position of the Earth. We're just seeing things at different levels of perception through coloration of shapes, right? Because Venus is different from Jupiter. Jupiter is different from Mercury. Mercury is different from Saturn. Saturn is different from Pluto. Okay. This is how it's all connected. It's all inside you through the graph line system. It's all a geographical map to its AI position. Okay, so I thought I'd get you guys to travel to the visualization of the connections of the digital line system to its iPad position. You guys are going to go into a tube. The central line system is a tube. It's a plasma interference position. It's got two central line connections. Okay, it's got a circle rotation up and a circle rotation down. The interline system is a connection. It's like a tornado. So it's going to wind spin your cycles. It's going to change your particle lights. It's going to disappear your line connections. When you wake up the positions, you'll be in Venus in position location. There's all different ways on how you can travel through the mind system, through the septical line systems, through your third eye positions of your platform locations, your point centers. Okay? So, how's everybody doing so far? Yeah, it is amazing. It is. It gets more amazing every time you go on my channel, especially on Space Time Creator. So we all have to pay attention to digital lines of numbers now. License plates, prohibited signs, phones, solar texts, people sending you numbers, everything has meaning, right? Everything has meaning. It has to, because it's all activated inside your system. Okay? Everything is energy. Everything is vibration. Everything is coloration. Everything is frequency. Everything is harmonic resistance. You just have to understand that everything is calculated as an operation inside your system. Okay? So the thing is, too, is that you have to understand these things. See, the thing that doesn't change is what you see in front of you. Everybody sees this the same way, right? But I see it, what it really is, which means it's not here. It's all particles. It's all separation. It's all digital line. It's all frames. That's all it is, right? Perfect example to understand the connections is that we're all in the same reality, but we're all in different perception. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's the filter relation line connection interference channel that's connected through audio interference connections, through our audio signals, our eye perceptions of what we see, and everything through our channels of our chakra connections, right? So you're filtering your levels to high positions. Sometimes you come into cloud interference. Sometimes you come into black cloud line centers. Very powerful how you come in these positions of time. But everybody is seeing something different in their perceptions, right? Because they're going through their own experiences inside of what space and time is to them. Space and time is nothing but a geographical map of travel. You have to understand what the soul is doing. So think of it as it's a board, okay? And everything around it, think of it as Monopoly. Everything in the center line system is you, and then you have boardwalk and all that, right? So trying to understand that your whole life is based on a game. And you're trying to figure out the game through filter, which is your projection to your projection. So you're basically projecting what you want to see, right? Which is an illusion. But when you go inside, you come into your own game. You come into your own virtual reality. You come into your own creation, right? My creation is different from yours, right? But we're on the same alignment through telepathy. That's what it is. That's all it is. The only difference is that it's the vibration. When you go to higher levels of vibration, you see higher light of color. You see higher light of shapes, point centers, tesseracts, tetrahedrons, line connections, interference channel positions, barriers, perimeters, security line defense, UFO positions, mountain interface, volcanoes, earth, all that position. You see everything different, okay? Because you're different DNA, okay? So that DNA, okay, is it connects to diagnostic line connections. It interference positions to its atmosphere position of location channels. So trying to understand that is your connection to everything, right? It goes through all levels of the bloodstream. To understand what the connection is to the spine and everything to the placebo and the cortex. Everything is attached inside your system. So you're a map of your life cycle. You're a map of communications of a film. You're a map of everything to a TV series. So every time you get up in the morning, you're going through different filter channels, and it's going through different proactive systems of your perception. So what you're seeing is what you want to see because you're creating it through your thoughts, right? And that's why it's so amazing. So when you come into the other side positions, there's no space and time, right? Because you're separated through the mind system. But like I said, when you go into full mind system of the heart and the soul, you come into high levels of space, time, location, and place, and its age. Okay, so you're in a full cycle rotation of the spiritual line system into the yin and yang, and the stream is going into its cycle of one line communication. That's all it is. You got to get into one communication of one compilation simultaneously in everything, and that's how everything is done through perception, through its filter relation. Okay, so Bananarama song. Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. There's a lot of things. Joan Jett. I mean, you're talking back in the 80s here. Yeah. Cruel Summer. Every time I hear Cruel Summer, basically reminds me of Karate Kid, right? Very famous song, right? When he's picked on at the park, he's playing soccer. So, how's everybody doing so far? You guys ready to travel to Venus? Your connection is so amazing. In words, I feel it. Yeah, well, that's great. Feliz Dia. Galactica. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. Commander, you are now saying what I'm saying this morning is amazing. Well, that's the thing. We're all connected that mind telepathy. As long as you understand what the alignment is. The alignment is everything through attachment, position, location. It's the valve connections to you through telekinesis. It programs our systems, and that's how we're connected through it. High levels of telekinesis. But you are in your own perception of what you see through coloration of time and space. You're not in my space and you're not my time because I'm at a higher vibration. So if I'm at a higher vibration, I see things different. But we're aligned to each other. That's the alignment. Okay? So it is amazing when you come to that across that system, right? Wearing a white t-shirt and your cup has orange lid. It's so clear. I know why I'm saying evenness. That's the thing too when you come into those high levels of interference position locations. It's amazing what you see through perceptions. But you guys have to come into your digitals of your images, not through compilations of each other. That's so important to understand these things. You don't have to turn your head to see things. You just look straight and you see everything, right? So it's the peripheral vision. How far can you see your finger, right? So because I have a screen right here, but if there wasn't a screen right here, how much can you see, right? So it's like go here, 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 here. How much, right? It's your peripheral vision, okay? So you got the North Star, East, West, and South Star. That's communication. That's the birth line system to your perception line interference. That's the eye circle location to the diamond core position. 2 is 369 position location. It platforms all locations to high levels of your chakra system. Okay. So I've drawn out this diagram line system of Vega to communication line system. Okay. Now it's coming into conditions of Venus. Now the command center of Venus is connected to its line system. So you guys are going to go into an energetic line 2. Okay. You're going to disappear and then reappear into the command center. Okay. It's already in its track line. It's already in its code line system. Okay. So you're going into light interference position location channels into teleportation light connections. It's going to trap your line center and open up all level connections to heart cycle line system. Once you understand how to use your reactors of your heart, you can travel anywhere in dimensional time position. But it's in its clocking location of the sun and everything through its position of the program of the moon position. You have to understand what the sun is through observation. You have to understand what the moon is through observation. And you have to understand what you're doing through perception. It's all done through channel of information line system. So your GPS location to your body track line system of space and time location. Okay. So I draw out a very, very powerful command center, okay, of high levels of Venus. All right. So here we go. Right. So you guys are in position. Once you see this, lights are going to click in and you're going to go travel right to Venus very quickly. 1, 2, 3. Boom. There you go. Okay. That's the command center. This is the computer operation line center. This is computer operation line systems. These are the round line centers, electrical light round connections, interference channel line system. Each white circle line center to light interference position is trapped as line connections to all planet location line systems. Now, these are the tubes that you guys are coming into, right? Right here, right? So it's equal line system and a vector course system of Venus position location. Right? So you're traveling through space position. You see the lights go on, teleportation line connections. No, it's all about understanding coming from under now. You're coming from the Earth line center through 2 rotation line system, boom, into that connections. That also happened with basically high level systems when you have to truly understand how you can travel in any way and form. You can go from north to south, you can go from south to north, you can go east to west. It doesn't matter. As long as you understand your perception line connections and interference, how you can travel to anything positions. You're in your car and you're going through a GPS location, is you're going up, right? And there's a location right there, right? So it's all about understanding that your whole life is nothing but a map of you, right? Because you're living it every single day through sector and line connections of sequence. So you have to train yourself how to do these things, positions. All right. So everybody's in Venus right now in the command center line system. Have fun. 15 minutes. Adios. There you go. You notice I do things extremely fast, right? Because now I have a new cloud. So basically what's happening after this illustration, I'll show you how my cloud is set up now. My cloud is set up on each computer line system to all level systems of universal time positions to all planet locations. All right. The electrical wire in the brain line system knows exactly where I am the computer line system. Okay. So my attachments and my agreements and my information line system, all communication line centers, is now attached to every planet line system in all the universal time. Okay. So have fun being on Venus. Get to know the command center. Basically, you guys are all there. You're seeing each other. So it's very powerful. You'll see intelligence. They'll help you out. You have any questions? You guys are in your seating arrangements. You're sitting down. You're looking at a big screen. You're seeing everything outside. You're seeing archetypes. See, it's everything through creation. Space and time is magic, but it's all done through the operation inside your system, which is real. Okay? So the future relation line system is already in the present location of the here and now connections, right? So you're seeing everything through projecting of its projection. So, yeah. You guys got 15 minutes. Don't worry, it's going to fade out to locations, and basically Venus will basically personally, okay, take you back down to your locations. So the whole planet of Venus is going to travel you back to your positions of 5D location. All right. So it's amazing how every planet has its own teleportation line communication interference channel. Woo! All right. So what do we see here? All right. That's okay. You're never late. We are in the command center. It's dark with light panels. Yep. I'm not sure what's going on. You're in Venus right now, Diane. I see a chessboard with all the pieces. Very good. Boris is waving to me. I can see all the planets connected by string lights. Very good. So Jill's extremely high position in the future. So she's going to see more because she stays in the future with her thoughts. Do you understand that? She knows she's in the center now. She knows she's ascended master. She knows she has her own school. So if you keep that in your program position through your archive line center to computer positions, this is how you connect to all planet line systems. That's very powerful when she says, I can see all planets connected by string lights. What did I just finish saying? My cloud is connected to all planets. Right? So each planet has a different command center, a computing line system to communication and intelligence. Right? So, and everybody has their own gravitational pull of the gravity line centers. So it gets more easier if you understand more of yourself inside your system. Your operation is everything through activation connections, right? As long as you understand, you don't see everything same. Okay, and it's amazing when you come across these things. It's all about you seeing things different, but you're all aligned to each other through telepathy. And that's what it's all about. You know? So board is opening with yellow lights. Mm-hmm. I have to do these very fast, because time is the essence, especially when you're traveling extremely fast in positions. If you're dealing with planets, right? Because the planets know it's rendezvous that connections. Know the codes are already set positions, but it's amazing how you see these things. Okay, so there's nothing to fix, nothing to do. It's perfect. Yeah, well, that's what Venus is, right? It's got so many levels. Yep. Mm-hmm. See, the more you channel out positions, if you're more out of fulfillments of space and time, you can actually see more. So as you're looking down, you actually can see the Earth and see where you are. It's like looking at a window or looking outside a plane, and you can see, whoa, right? But it has to be done inside. That's the operation. You just understand the codes and how it's connected to all position, time, location. I see all the board games, yes. It's like, that's what Jill's saying. And position locations. And so is Isabel. So Jill and Isabel are in the line signal that everything's the connections of my total line system. They're seeing things similar now. Isn't that interesting? Right? So their equivalency line system to the projection to their connection to the perception is seeing things pretty much the same. That's extremely powerful. Okay. But you're all aligned through each other. That's a teleportation line communications, right? Of the 8 central line system. The 8 central line system is U through track line system of 5D activation 2. That's where the sun is at. Okay. So yeah, understand the light panels and how it's connected to the activation lights planet line system. Yep. Every planet has its own beacon light. So you get a true understanding how the Earth is basically spinning on location, right? Yeah, how they spin the Earth. Yeah, it's very powerful when you see these things. See, sitting next to each other, you can swap planets and collaborate. See, that's how powerful you guys can be. How much space do you have inside you? All right, you have the unlimited space, and then it becomes effort to effortless, and then time to timeless. Understand? So you're getting more communication of what's going on through your position location centers to all levels of Venus and what it is, right? The vector core line center to connections, the energies, okay, to the unified, okay, high level systems, all right, neutralized center connections, all right, to its system rotation. Okay, that's what Venus stands for. So, you have to truly understand what's going on, guys. Really, seriously, when you travel. It's an incredible force how you reach these platitudes and inference channel locations. Yep, you can mix and match. You can collaborate. You center line centers. You can send beacon lights, interference channels, string theory locations. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? You see these things. So, all right. So basically, what's going to happen now in communication line system? Yesterday was Monday. Today's Tuesday. From Tuesday to Saturday, we're going to go to different planets. Okay, I got to line stream each one and set up beacon lights and graphing locations to different positions. They got to go into communications to my graph line system to modulations of my new high level system, the computer adaptation cycle to its modulators, and position line centers to my cloud interference channel location. Right? So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday, we'll go to each planet location. All right. This line streams connections to 5D activation light systems. So these are the planets that are close to 5D location. Remember, everything is in position. All right. Then everything is connected to the arc, to the line system. Once that goes into rotation, it comes into 8 central line systems. Then it tracks its line systems, okay, into high position line systems. You have to truly understand why I got command center locations of Venus of 888. You guys don't know that, but you have to figure these things up for yourself. That's a true understanding. Once you go to higher levels, the chakra communication centers. Each chakra is a planet location. Now it's getting really interesting, isn't it now? Bet you didn't know that. So the more you wake up to it, the more you become the planet. You start with chakra line connection of shapes, dimensional times of colorations. Then you work your way up to your planets. Chakra system, okay, gravitates in your line system to your diaphragm position. Goes to the grounds and work your way up. So each planet is connected. So what is the ground line system? The Earth. Okay. So if you understand that each chakra system is a planet, now you're connecting. Right? Starting to make more sense now, isn't it? So that's why it's so powerful to communicate with yourself inside position. To your breathing mechanisms of time location. All right. There's a teleport station like in Star Trek. Yep. Everything has a port station. Yeah, it's a command center line system. We have magnetic forcing doors. It's in the reclamation bin line center. It's the command center on the opposite side system, right? It communicates on high levels. It's a planet rotation center that's connected to high positions. So we have the command center, okay, and then we have the units. So those high level systems are planet locations, are computer positions. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, she's on that position, basically designing a new planet, right? So Jill's getting a better understanding of what's going on with Isabel. Mm-hmm. So now you're getting a better understanding why you're there. You're not just seeing things, you're doing things, and now you're programming. So this is understand when you go to higher levels, you realize, okay, if my chakra system is each planet location, I have to know how to program these things. That's exactly what it is. Remember, you can't see space and time outside. It's got to be inside. Once you realize that your chakra system is a planet system, then you understand what you can do through all connections, to all program positions. So how's everybody else doing? Diane, Samantha, are you guys, Galactica, Tina? Tina's always on the forefront, but she's quiet. But she's the command center. Designing new planets is so. Vicky is gone. I'm trying to understand more clearly. Yeah, yeah. Vicky, things take time. Your body's coming into more dimensional light system, so it's like, once you go to half full connections of your body track line system, it comes more into space positions, right? So it's all about filling the gap line centers to all planet locations that are centralized into your line system of your chakra system, okay? Because it's all about you receiving information from transmitting. I'm now in the 50th spaceship flying It's a t-shirt I made, printed. Okay, so basically, if you're seeing everything through perception aside and everything's a reflection, you have to understand all your chakra systems are a reflection to the planet location in space. That's what it is. That's all it is. Laser direction line system. You're in a line communication. Every chakra system is just a reflection of an energy cell. The energy cell comes in its dimensional time system. The more you go to higher light system, the more planets come into your space position, which is no longer reflection. And then you actually see the planets align in your solar system. Ooh. Now you understand how it's attached to you through all ways and forms, right? And many distractions going on around me. I'm creating my key style of new compilations. I understand committer. See, well, it's good. Ellen understands and Jill understands. I was just in a rounded space room with windows all around, and I saw planets connecting through string like Jill said. Well, that's it. So, Samantha, you have to come across when Ellen and everything through Jill are basically doing things they have to do. They're programming right now. They're not just seeing things, they're coming to more realizations why they're on Venus. This is the true understanding. It's all about remembering who you are, guys. And the thing is, when you come into your soul text line system, you have to realize why you're programming this, why you're creating all this, because these are the levels you're reaching. So everything inside is becoming less of a reflection and more of a space-time position to its location. Okay? So. Another textile design prints, making fabric. Saw some sort of energy lines going up from a planet with circle rings around it. Okay. Energy lines going up from the planet with circle rings. So you have to understand why you're seeing these things, because everything you're seeing, you've already been there. That's why it's so powerful, because you're starting to remember more and more and more and more, right? So all your whole body is nothing but all connections of you. So it's all about bringing the planets inside you alive in the real form connections to its position to your connection line system, right? So you start off, everything that you see is just a reflection inside you. So all your planets are all lined up in your solar graph line system. You have a solar generation, which is the solar system. So you have your own solar system, which is the magnetic highway information system. That comes down through its reflection to the chakra line system. Your chakra line system doesn't open up until you understand more of space inside you through the mind system of thought connections to your computer positions. Okay? You flashed through my visions. Squiggle. When you spoke, I had tears. Yeah, because you're breaking barriers, Vicky. You're wearing new programs. Yes, I am. I'm creating a tea party. Weaving light strings. Whoa, that's cool. That's very cool. So that's pretty powerful stuff what Jill's doing. So you have to understand why she's weaving light strings. Okay, so you're on this in Venus, right? This is how you start. This is the command center of Venus. So vector coordinates line connections, right? So these are the wave streams. Those are the wave streams, okay? Now Jill has to understand the operation line center to its communication, right? In position, right? To its location, right? So basically, a vector coordinates line system to calculation modifies its division to its center line system, tracks its communication line centers to all location, center, position, location, right? So the weave line strings comes into center line system to new computer operation line communication center to its division. That's how she's setting up new programs through its waving system. Okay, that's what's happening with Jill. So it's knowing exactly what you're doing with each connections that you're surfacing the positions to the command center line system. All right, so let's see. Now I'm working with water. The drops can stick to your strings. Is that okay with you? Okay, so Jill and Ellen are working together. The grid is like a weaving loom. Yeah, is exactly what it is. So it's like a light, but it's shaped like an hourglass. Okay, that's what it looks like. It's like two donuts. And you can see the intelligence. See that? See how powerful it is? Do you see it? See the triangle? See the eyes? See that? Everything's intelligence, guys. All right. So it's understanding how you go into these position line centers. Shows its track line system. Okay. Here's the eyes interference. There's the triangle line system. There's the allocated positions, line conditions, the mirror channel line system. Okay. Now, circle is location center line system. Goes to its ground line center to its communication circle rotation. Okay. It's got a wind sector line connection interference channel, point center to location, cross reference positions, diamond core line system to its location. Okay. So you have to truly understand how the operation line center to its communication, circle rotation center line systems, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 track line centers in location, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 straight line centers in rotation, okay? In position, right? So you open up round locations of north, round locations of east, round locations of west, and round locations of south. Okay? The central line system opens up its dimension line connection, the interference channel to its position location, the Venus rotation to its connection. It also wins its cycles and it takes it out of its security line defense. So I'm setting up a new graphing line system, community line system. You guys are in the center locations. You're going to travel to the shape position location. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We're going to central line conditions. It's going to even see that. You guys are going to travel to position. Go into position here. There you are. From here to here, you guys are there through central line system. 10 minutes. Have fun. So it graphs its communication cycles to its location centers. You have to understand why you're programmed to that connection. So you're in the central line system, new computer position. You guys are in that track line center. Now you're here. You travel from here to here. All right, 10 minutes. Have fun. All right. All right. That's what I was seeing, kind of. Yes, but it's programmed it now. It's open for everybody, free will, so everybody can be free. I'm in a one big water drop, so drop an ocean in one. I free and open planet design. That's pretty cool. So, guys, what you're seeing right here, this is Venus. This is Venus. Interesting, right? The central line system is everything to calculate position location. So the frame position to your mind system, the frame location, was showing you exactly how to connect to Venus and what it is and how it's created. This is Venus. Your track line center is in a new computer line system to its high division location, to its equation. But this is Venus, right? Now the filter line condition opens its channel interference position. Now locking its location, right? So it's amazing how it comes into line centers to location center connections. So it's graph its line system. Let's go into filter position location. Okay. This is connections, high level systems. Now, Venus has an energy line system to location, goes into high level system rotation, has its E field location center. Okay, so that's Venus. All right. It's amazing how you see these through the filter level system, right? Yeah, it's an oval shape. Yeah. But that's the filter. It's understanding that each planet has its own plasma interference. That's a web graph line system. Everything inside is the central line system of its computer operation line center. Okay? So put things in perspective now. It's exactly what you're seeing. So if you're seeing this, then you're in the perception of what you want to see through connections. So everything through the frame position is showing you what Venus is. Why is Jill seeing the weaving? Okay. Why is Isabel going to connections of creating a new planet line system? You're seeing everything through perception of Venus location. All right. So it's incredible force when you come into these connections. So you guys are another command center. The vector core line center is condition, right? As you're in the vector line condition of units, that's where you guys are now. So. It's putting everything in perspective now, isn't it? Actually know what Venus looks like. Yep. It's like a blank slate. Mm-hmm. Spherical sphere. Everything is a sphere. Everything is a sphere in its central line system. Each planet. 1, 2, 3. 3 disk location line centers. Why? Grounds, powers, atmospheres. Each planet has its own chart line center, guys. It has to. Each planet has its own E field. Each planet has its own plasma interference. Each planet has its own computer operation line at center. Each planet has its magnetic line system of its information system to its panel and its light connections. Each planet has its own intelligence of operation. All right. So splitting up in gold splinters like a movie in slow motion. Now I'm landing. I land everywhere. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're splitting line connections into splinters. Yeah, everything's in slow motion. That's very good. It's really interesting. You see these things in frame positions, right? You have to understand what is going on. Why am I here? I'm starting to remember more. How to program this, how to program that, right? So think of it this way. If this is Venus, it's got to be in your chakra system in the body. 12 line central system solar center conditions of solar graph positions is inside you. This is Venus. This is inside you. Right? This is a chakra system. So this is where you have to truly understand how everything's connected to the planet line centers and how everything is created through you, through its thought position of its imagination. So I saw a flat ring surface and something went through the middle, creating a hole like a path through. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is interesting. Jill, we are the same. We have the same kind of splinter, but its part is so positive. It's particle energy. Smooth surface like ice skating. Mm-hmm. Ice skating too, but move further. Okay, so where's the positions right now? So Samantha, Ellen, and Jill in the same location. And everything through connections of Vicky is on standby. Diane, still a little bit of distraction. That's okay. See, as long as you know where you are, that's the main thing, right? Then you're in communication, the right channel system. So then you get this the spinnering of the particles of gold. I see what my spark is, Commander. Well, there you go. Diane's lost. Diane, that's totally fine. Totally fine. In communication, get information line channels to Diane. Put her in communication line systems to Venus position. So there you go. So Diane, I give you information line system to frame position. All right. So this is basically what it is, the calculation. I'll just change the line center to location. All right, so I'm just going to change the marker interference, marker line center, this in position. Okay, so that's the bit, that's the disk, right? Travel direction of time location from here, this position location. Okay, like this, in position, all right? So try to understand how to travel through that particle light center. Try to understand what it is through calculation. Right? It goes through high-level systems to rotate its atom location center line system. It changes its dimensional of its allocated position of time location. So you understand the center line system is U through calculation, right? So once you understand that, then you can change the rotation. This is where you understand the connections to the galaxy line center. So it's like a rope going down to location. Okay, it spin cycles its location line center. So it's like a cup, and that's what it is. So the inner line system goes like this. Okay, and this work comes extremely powerful when you see these things in calculation. See the inner line system of the cup? So it changes circle rotation center positions, right? And then you come to higher level system location. All right. So you guys are in the central line system, the center location. Right? This is Venus on the line center. It's got its line connection to the interference channel, magnetic line system, to its cluster of its information, to its cup. Circle down, circle down, circle down. Circle, 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 circle. Right? So, wind factor division to galaxy locks. It's amazing how you trap this system. Each dimension has its own realm of dimensional portal location to its wormhole connection. So, fast spinning spark tornado is beginning of planet form. I need some of your mapping. Yeah. Well, you can help each other. You guys are in the graph line centers in different position locations. You know how much it easier becomes in mind telepathy, how you guys are communicating to each other a lot easier? Because you're in an extremely high light of vibration. Now you understand why it's important to get into mind telepathy of each other. Right? So, and now you understand your connections of your commanding forces. So you're seeing everything that you want to see because you start remembering more through the mind. Right? We are on the ether side, the spark tornado arms outstretched like wings. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Now the central line system is going to open up an interference channel line center. Okay. It's going to go over like this location. It's going to create its realm line center to its location. Okay. Now it's going to circle rotation back in location. Right. So we got in positions. Now we're getting the XT1000 location. Right. It's going to center line drop its position, go in the center line connections to its location. Okay. As it's set to its compilation, it comes into one graph rotation center line center to its position, right? Now, as it's going through its center, it's going to drop down. It's going to set up sonar interference location channels. Okay? So now it's coming into sonar interference to its location. Okay? So that's what's happening right now with the calculation. Yep, that's exactly what we're doing. Yeah. So you guys are not just basically there. You're also programming and you're putting things back in order, right? You're starting to remember more who you are through program position locations, through computer line centers. You can't do this to computer activation. It's got to be the computer lines. So that's why I put you guys on Venus, because you've already been there. I'm a shapeshifter, but I'm a control flow. Yep. See, things coming more into clarity, isn't it? Trying to understand, wow, this is really interesting. I understand the programs. I understand the security line defense. I know what's going on now with security positions. I understand the XT1000 and its location, its commanding system, the sonar location, and all the center connections to the high-level system of its cup. You see the cup, right? Okay. Interforce line system. It's like the cup of life. You know, you watch Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? Part 3, right? More in the liquid suit. Made this costume before. Then it was a mirror suit. Gave it a gift to someone. So you guys are coming more into form musicians or program centers. So that's great. So it's going to fast track you guys back in positions to your 5D locations where you are back in position. So don't worry about that. It'll fade off. Right? So it's just framing your connections. So you got communication line centers to Venus. Venus is giving you exactly what you need to know. But not just to know, but to know what you're doing through your program position locations to Venus. That's why it's so powerful, where you're seeing these things. Feeling the hot flash. Mm-hmm. So it allocates time systems. Put Vicky on communications of Venus. Yeah. Put her in the computer line center position location. Okay, Vicky, you're in the command center. Put Diane in positions. She's a little bit distraught. We'll change her position locations. High force her line centers, teleportation line interference channel. So there you go. So Vicky and Diane, not confused anymore. See, the thing is, you have to be extremely calm because you're channeling inside and everything inside goes outside. So, and that's how you go through the conditions. You can't be scared. You can't be nervous. You can't be fear. You can't be anxiety. You can't be stressed. You have to be extremely calm, right? Because you're interacting line conditions, you're irritating everything through space visions to Venus location, right? Because they know your track lines. It's like a dog to you. So if you're in a negative cycle, that dog's going to bark, right? You're sending out bad waves, right? That's what happens. You have to be aware of this because that's what Venus, each planet will scan you. You have to. They know you're coming. It's all set up, right? That's why the positions of connections of Ellen and everything through Jill and Samantha understand the connections to the program line system, to the computer positions of Venus, and why they're there in position. Okay? They're all coming back to who they are through its connection. So. Yep. You can do that, Jill. Very good. My body is not agreeing. I knew this already, so nothing new. Yes, we can do anything. We can be all forms of water, liquid, light. Yep, exactly. You're blue? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll see it through your physical line center. Yeah. Dabba dabba do, yeah. If you look at your body track line center, if you look at your hands, everybody look at your hands, you see the glowing recognition line system. It'll be going off. It's like a beacon light. So it's like a stop sign. You see yellow, blue, okay, conditions. Yellow, blue, and green and red. That's what you see in your information line system. That's communications of Venus to connections. The internal line connections to all of the system is 888. So the track line center, once you see your hand, you'll see your hand glowing. Remember I was telling you about I was connecting with the Galaxy Line Center and I was wearing a red shirt and I was sitting out beacons and I was flashing on my shirt? Well, that's exactly what you guys are coming across to positions. Once you put a higher level system, everything in your body becomes less of a reflection and more of a planet location to its division, to its program and its computer system of you. Okay? So, dabba dabba do. Yeah, Flintstones. But you have to understand why we travel, right? So all this week is travel, right? You're having more fun, yes, because you're getting more of what space is and what time is. you're actually seeing real space and time. So that's why it's more fun, because you're getting more of your body tract line system at balance position, which you are through operation. Right? Your whole body is nothing but a reflection. Until it understands its system, it will stay reflection. But once you get into higher lights, you come out of the reflection into what space and time is to planet line system. Then you understand each chakra is a planet to you. The sun you see outside is a reflection. The sun is actually sitting on top of everything, right? Center line system at the top, it's always on the north. And everything connection is a high level system. So this is the moon, this is the sun, right? So it goes like this. That's what it does. So we're coming into this now, right? So you have to understand why the sun goes up and why the moon goes up. That's all it does. That's all it does. It's just a reflection, light switch, right? So it reflects, right? It's like rain shower. It's like a rain shower. That's all it is, to reflection to you, to your body system. It reacts everything to the sun rotation, to its connection of its rainbow activation, to your crystalline system, body tract line system, to your body graph location. So two blue triangle bird things flying. We just changed our program, so we need. Well, this is what you're recognizing me is doing to my settings. See, you understand more of your programs. So you have your own setting and program. We are not the same. Yeah, but you're all connected to your alignments of 8 centralized systems. So full connection there, right? All right, so I'm going to take everybody out, put you guys in an energetic of an orb. All right. Okay, so the centralized system is in position locations. You guys are going from here to here, right? So we're going to slide down here, okay, into an orb location. Right, here we go. Change the line centers to position into the sun interference position location. Energize the bubbles to connection. Blue, 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 blue. Back in 5D location. There you go. From here to here. Here's the bubbles. Right, so your central line system, change your part of lights, went into high level systems, okay, in your graph line system of an orb into connections of 5D. All right, you guys are back through channel location. How was that? Fun, eh? So you can teleport on anything. You have to understand why you come in these connections. You've seen the orbs in my room. You've seen the archetypes in my room. You've seen the all connections, high level systems. See, the thing is, once you understand, your body starts off as a reflection to everything outside position. So it's all about understanding. Once you understand the operation, everything inside you becomes real, and it affects everything outside, which becomes everything. So your projecting comes out through projection to your physical realm connection, and that's what makes it real, because everybody sees everything they want to see. That's how it connects. That's how it comes out, right? That's your connection to your hologram system. And everything through the sun and everything through the moon sees you in your perception through coloration and lights and your crystalline system. So it's amazing, isn't it? It's a lot of fun, right? So tomorrow we're going to go to Pluto, okay, the central line system and community line system communications, right? We're going to go to Pluto tomorrow. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but fun is great, but it's better to know why you're there. And you guys weren't just seeing things, you were programming things, which was so cool. And you did everything right, which is good. Great confirmations, all level systems. See, the thing is too, when you come into space and you're in a planet like kitchen, every planet has to know what you're doing, because we're all aligned to each other. What does humanity have to do? Get aligned to each other through communication, to the telepathy of telekinesis, right? So we're bringing all that back to location. That's what's going to happen. So incredible force, right? So tomorrow we go to Pluto. All right. I'm going to channel off to locations. Hope you guys had a fantastic time and space, the connections of Venus, everything that the command center to its location. All right. Questions or comments, you can go through my email, anything through healing. I'm heading over to TikTok Live. Adios.